It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll be watching the Patriots' speedy running back.
He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Pats and the Falcons.
All that and more coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Hewer. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we...
Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And pretty solid field position. He's tackled at the 29. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On play action, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 3 now. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. May now from the gun. Still on his feet. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Christian Barmore with the play. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Algier running behind center. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. McLeod now returning it. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The give here on 2nd. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a first down. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. To throw, here's May. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. 3rd and goal coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots stretch their early lead to 9. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Bails out of the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and the Falcons will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. It's a 2-score game early. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here's Algier on 1st down. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd down carry for fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! Scooped up by the Patriots!
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Another carry for him. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. D. Alford getting there for the stop. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Rush coming for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Gibson here from the gun. And That's good for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running it again with Gibson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So someone's shaking up on that play. We've got to pause, and it looks like Stephon Diggs, who's the subject of attention down there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Made a throw it. Avoid some trouble there. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons with their offense back out there as Tyler Algier returns to the field. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. To throw here on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack. The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is ahead for about 5. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Here's May. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this clean at the 30. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Finds London on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. 2nd and goal. They're going to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie up before halftime. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
He'll kneel the half out, and they're content to take a tie into the locker room. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Antonio Gibson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the well again. There's a lane past the 45. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. May now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He's got a gain of 6 there. D. Alford getting there for the stop. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
May now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The give inside to Gibson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was brought down by Caden
A
Ellis.
less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Now May on 3rd and long. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on 1st. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. Works his way to the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Robinson up the middle. Has some space inside the 15. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Falcons 17. Patriots 13.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Gibson. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to drag him down. After a decent gain, he gets up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Man in motion, headed right. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. May.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Toss now to the short side. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead of
Gibson gets in. Touchdown, New England. Important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 31. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're throwing it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Back to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, a run to Robinson. Runs inside the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of. There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Second down carry for Algier. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Kicked well, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On the return, here's Gibson. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. To the air on first down, May. Caught by Diggs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This give to Gibson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll run here on first down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Sending a tight end in motion left. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. That one's complete to London. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First down throw for May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, for pitchers, you know, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots with a little more work to do to win it here. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
On first down, it's Gibson. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Again, it's Gibson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running it again with Gibson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The give inside to Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And the rookie nails the game winner. So this is a win for the Patriots. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.